Hey, hello, this is me again. Welcome to a new video. I'm really sorry that this channel has been quite stagnant and I have been pretty absent. August and July were very busy months and I'm very grateful for that, but I'm hoping that the next bit of the year will be a bit more relaxed and I'm going to be able to do more personal stuff, and YouTube is one of them. So yeah, I'm really sorry I'm not showing my face. I really don't want to just keep making faceless videos. I think that's really impersonal, but it was quiet today and I decided, you know, why not to film this. So I'm gonna stop talking and boring you with my nonsense and let's just get straight into the contents of this video. And let me just give you a little bit of context about Copics. The reason why I really like Copics is because you can get ink refills such as this one, and to me that's a little bit more eco-friendly. I think throwing this away every time they run out of ink, it's too much waste. So that's the reason why I like to buy these little things, because well, you buy this one and then you get to keep it, and then these ones, they'll last a really long time. About how much will they last? I got this one around September last year, so it's been a year, and I don't know if you can see the ink levels here. I'm sorry that everything is just so scruffy. It's just that I keep everything in a little bag, so that's why they just get really, but anyway, so they do last a very long time. If you think about it, if a Copic marker lasts, well, it depends on how much you use it, but they do last about like 2 months, 3 months. So I really don't want to really be throwing this away. It's just plastic, and this one's, of course, it's plastic as well, but this one is it's more widely recyclable, and I think, you know, lesser of two evils. But anyway, so the way you should refill your markers is using a booster. I'm gonna leave an image right here of what a booster looks like, but oh, before I forget, like now that we're talking about refillable markers, let me just also recommend the Kuretake Color markers. They also come with ink refills such as this one. Obviously this is the wrong color, but I can just make another video talking about art supplies and things like that. But yeah, so I also recommend this one. It's very good. Anyway, so let's just get into what we actually need to do. How do you refill your markers with no boosters? So there are a couple methods that you could use. One of them is the drip method, I think it's called. I don't know if that's its official name, but basically what you do, I'm just gonna put this down here. Basically what you do, the ink comes with a little nozzle, and you're just meant to, I'm just gonna do it here, it's gonna be a little bit messy, and you just drip the ink, and that's pretty much all you need to do, which is a really good method if you're running out of ink and all of a sudden the surface is looking quite patchy. That's a really cool, quick method just to, you know, avoid your whatever you're drawing to get really patchy and weird. So, well, unless that's what you're after, and if that's the case, then it's not weird at all. But anyway, so that's one of the ways that you can refill your markers with no booster. But another way is you can just get a syringe, and a syringe will help you basically do the same thing than a booster, but you know, it's probably, if you can't just get a booster, I think you're gonna waste a little bit less ink. But you know, let's just get into it, and this is how I do it. It's just a regular syringe that you get from the drugstore. Yeah, just don't die. So I used to find this bit really daunting. I don't know if you know this, but Copic also sells tweezers, like official tweezers, for you to get rid of the nib. I never purchased them because I just didn't think, or I was hesitant, I wanted to. But then I realized that you really don't need tweezers, or I'm not sure if it's because my Copics are quite old, but you just have to be confident. You just pull it out, and then that's it. Well, I shouldn't have done the drip method before. But yeah, so that's how you do it. So they do come out really easily. So I don't know if the camera is going to focus, but basically, if you've never seen the insides of a marker or felt tip marker or anything like that, it's just basically a felt tube inside the marker. So you just need to get it a little bit soaked and damp and, you know, all that. So this is going to be messy, but you grab your syringe and you're just going to okay. Okay, I'll be right back. Now, I'm gonna save you from the pain of experimenting. I really thought that using this whole thing as an actual booster, it doesn't work. You're gonna just create a huge mess. So I would recommend getting a little plastic bit you have laying around, but it doesn't have to be plastic, but just because instead of throwing this away, it can be useful. I would say that the ones that are quite smooth on the inside are best and like a little bit slippery. This kind of plastic, I don't even know what it is, because that would allow the ink to actually stay there, I guess. Whoa. Oh my goodness, that's actually quite cool. Anyway, let me just do it here. And what you do is just drip some ink in here. Now, this method, it's okay for emergencies. I wouldn't recommend it on a daily basis. Well, not daily basis. If you do this right, you wouldn't have to do this like that often. But the reason why I wouldn't recommend this that often is because you do end up wasting quite a bit of ink. It's not, as in, if you compare this one to the drip method, I think definitely, it's really annoying. It's really annoying to keep refilling the marker like that, but look at all the ink that I've just wasted just to get a tiny amount into the marker. So this was a fail. I actually did try it with this one right here, and it actually worked really well. Let me just show you. It was completely dry. Another thing I wanted to say, how do you know when your marker really needs a refill? Well, they just look very dry. As you can see, this one looks pretty good and healthy, and say like it doesn't look patchy or anything. Let me see if this one, oh, this one's a perfect example. Like, look over here, it's just looking a little bit discolored, and that's why, and let me just, I think probably just gonna, it's more difficult to get the coloring on, so this is quite a nice palette, maybe some yellowish to make it look pretty. Anyway, so I hope this video was insightful and helpful. Oh, and just in case you were wondering, if you were thinking, why don't you just do it from the, like, why don't you just refill the syringe straight into the nozzle? Because it doesn't really fit. So, thank you guys for watching this failed video. I hope it was helpful in any way, and yeah. Thank you for watching. I promise next videos are not going to be this messy nor weird and unhelpful. So thank you for watching. Bye. My hands look very old in every single video. I promise you I'm not like 80 or anything, like, but anyway, well, so what if I was? But I'm not. Okay, bye.